Brian Norman Jr. versus Jin Sasaki is a compelling welterweight title fight scheduled for June 19th, 2025 in Tokyo, Japan, with Norman defending his WBO World Welterweight Championship. Here's a breakdown and fight prediction. The keys to the fight, man, you got power versus power. Both fighters possess, knockout power. This fight has the potential for an explosive finish. As far as defense, I mean, these guys are more aggressive. So I've never really seen too much defense. They have the IQ to be defensive, but I noticed they're both susceptible to the left hook. So it's really about who's gonna have the better chin that night and who could, hold up that phone to block that left hook. As both these guys are orthodox fighters, if I'm not mistaken. As far as experience, Norman Jr. he has more fights, so he gets the edge on experience. And hey, he's voluntarily going out to Japan to fight. He's the champion. He really doesn't have to do that. And so I think he's going with confidence because he has that experience. But Jim Sasaki, man, he's a fighter, man. He's willing to fight in the phone booth. He's willing to box, show power. But yeah, definitely the experience. Brian Norman Jr. definitely has the edge on that. As far as pace, as mentioned, both these guys are aggressive. So the pace is likely to be high. The question is who can sustain it? Like who's gonna have that gas tank if this fight goes into rounds 7, 8, or as they say, I'm gonna take you into deep water. So if it goes to the championship rounds, 10, 11, 12, I mean, who's gonna have that gas tank and be able to keep up that pace? I'm expecting both these guys to throw a lot of punches, land a lot of punches, jabs, power punches, so forth. With all that being said, I lean towards Brian Norman Jr. winning this fight by either KO or TKO. Jin Sasaki, he's going to keep stepping. That's going to be his mistake. He's going to step into some powerful shots by Brian Norman Jr. So I see this one being stopped. Probably anywhere rounds 7 through 9, I could see it. Just Sasaki's aggressive style. He's going to be open to that left hook. Like I said, some power punches, the uppercut from Brian Norman Jr. But it's going to be a good fight, though. This is going to be a good fight. And you know the fights out in Japan, they're always early in the morning for us stateside. So look for the ring walk to be around 7 a.m. Eastern. Obviously, this is a top-ranked event, so it'll be on ESPN, ESPN Plus. The odds makers, the bookies in Vegas, have Norman as a minus 450 versus Sasaki at plus 300. So you're looking at a close fight either way. But again, I got Brian Norman Jr. being victorious out there in Japan versus Jin Sasaki. And you got to wonder, what's next for Brian Norman Jr. at welterweight? Obviously, he's the WBO champ. You got Mario Barrios. He has a fight lined up versus old man Manny Pacquiao. Then you got Bruce Ennis. He has the IBF and the WBA belt and the Ring Magazine belt. It's no rumor. We know Boots is going to move up to 154, vacating the belts. So he's going to vacate the WBA belt. That means Rolly Romero will get elevated to full champion WBA. As far as the IBF, they don't play around. They will make a mandatory fight, but you got to go to the UK to crown IBF world champion at welterweight. That leaves the rematch between Lewis Crocker versus Paddy Donovan. I actually have Paddy Donovan winning that fight fairly easily. So my prediction is he'll be the new IBF world champion at welterweight. You got Rolly. He's going to be the WBA champ. I got Mario Barrios beating Manny Pacquiao. He'd be the WBC champ. Back to Brian Norman Jr. He'll still be the WBO champ. And his next fight, in my opinion, will be against Rohan Polanco out of the Dominican Republic. He's currently ranked number 7 with the WBO. Both guys are on the same side of the street, meaning they're both signed to top rank. That's the easiest fight to make. as Brian Norman Jr.'s next defense. The real question is, will he get a homecoming fight in his hometown of Atlanta, GA? That's yet to be seen. But these are just my thoughts on how I see the boxing world. Leave your comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to Dro Facts TV.